Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my first Q&A video. I've never done one of these before. So I've been wanting to do a Q&A for a really long time, but I didn't really know when the right time was to do it. I didn't even know if I was gonna get any questions. I just didn't know. So I went on to one of my favorite Facebook groups and I asked a bunch of people to ask me questions, and I got some pretty decent questions. There's obviously like not a million, which I wasn't even expecting one, but I got a decent amount. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Alrighty, so let's just get this video started. I have my questions here. So the first question is, if you could only buy one brand of makeup for the rest of your life, which would it be and why? I feel like that's such a hard question because like I have so many brands that I love, but there's a lot of products from those brands that I dislike, so there's a lot of inconsistencies. I'm gonna have to go with the Too Faced brand purely for the fact that it is cruelty free, it is vegan, and I do like to support those brands a whole lot more. Even though I use a mixture of makeup brands on my channel, I will have to say Too Faced because I do have a lot of luck with Too Faced. I've never really hated a product from them, and I own a lot, which is embarrassing. Okay, so moving on to the next question, and it says, what inspired you to start a makeup blog / YouTube site? So I started YouTube basically because YouTube is all I've ever known. I used to watch YouTube 24/7. I actually started watching Lauren Curtis on YouTube when I was 15. I believe I was 15. And from that day, I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna get a camera. One day I'm gonna have my own makeup room and I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel. I'm gonna do it. Purely for the fact that I love makeup. I love, creating different looks. I love inspiring different people. I've never been the type of person to be really shy. I'm a very outgoing, outspoken, just really in your face type of person occasionally. Not all the time. There are times when I am very shy, but I was like, hey, I'm not, scared to get in front of a camera, and, I just kind of got a seriously large amount of confidence from all these other YouTubers. I was like, wow, look, how confident they are, and look how much they love doing what, they're doing. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to show others that, you can do makeup, you don't have to have these expensive brands, or you don't have to have this expensive setup, blah, 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 blah. So that's pretty much why I wanted to do it. My confidence has gone through the roof since doing YouTube. At the start, before I even started YouTube, I was like, yes, I'm so confident. But the second I actually started it, that's when a lot of the hate actually started to roll in. A lot of people thought I was doing it to get famous, or to get noticed, or just to get free shit. But that was never my intention. I've only ever received one PR package, and I've been doing YouTube for nearly 3 years now. So that kind of says a lot in itself. The free stuff that you get doesn't just roll in straight away. Like, it can, but it doesn't happen for everyone, and I don't care. I have my own makeup. I have everything that I need. So I'm not expecting anyone to be like, here's free stuff. And I'm not expecting people to be like, oh my God, I've seen you on YouTube. I'm not expecting that at all. It has happened. I have had people already come up to me and be like, oh, I've seen your videos, or you look really familiar. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Where have you seen me? And they're like, oh, I've seen you on YouTube. I'm like, oh, thanks for the support. But I don't sit there and be like, do you want a photo? Like, I'm a really important person. I'm not saying anyone else does that, but that's never what I wanted. That's never what I expected. That's not why I'm here. The next question is, does your YouTube channel ever interfere with your personal / working life? Yes, it most definitely can. I was at work and I have had quite a few people come up to me and be like, oh my God, I know who you are. And that can obviously interfere with the fact that I'm working. Sometimes, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna film this on Monday, I'm gonna film this on Tuesday, I've got all this makeup and I really wanna film. And then obviously work comes up and I have to go to work, so my filming days are all set back. Or, I'm just not having a good day and I just can't be bothered filming. That kind of stuff. Just like the regular stuff in life that just happens. So yes and no, but it's nothing for me to complain about. Okay, so the next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't even know where I see myself. I'm hoping to, God, see, like, I don't even know. My main goal, my dream career in life is to work as a zookeeper, but I can't see that happening in 5 years, but you never know, it might. I want to do a lot of study beforehand, but my job at the moment, I absolutely adore, so I can't really see myself leaving anytime soon. I would like to move out. I'm not in a hurry though, but that would be something nice to have, like my own space or something like that. But I really don't know. I'm not the type of person where I say to myself, okay, next year I want to do this or type of thing. I'm the more type of person to go with the flow and just see what happens. So yeah. The next question is, where did you meet your current partner? Okay, so Jake and I, we knew of each other in high school, so we went to school together. We didn't really talk. Oh, this is gonna be so awkward. So he was in the friends group of my ex-boyfriend, and that's kind of how we knew each other, which is awkward. So he actually used to make fun of me in high school. I'm not even going to go into it because I don't even want to remember it because it just leads back to my ex. So yeah, he used to make fun of me, not in a really nasty way. He was never nasty towards me. He was never a bully. He was just like a typical guy that would just, you know, be a bit cheeky towards, you know, anyone. And then we didn't actually talk to each other like properly, like ever, until it was 2 years of me graduating. I remember the first thing he said to me. He sent me a Facebook message one night and it was just, hey man. I will never ever forget that. It was so funny. And then honestly from there on, it probably took us like 4 or 5 months until we started dating, and nearly 4 years later, we're still together. Okay, so the next question is, what's life after graduating? Is this the life you have now, what you pictured? If not, what did you picture? Okay, so that's a lot to answer. So what's life after graduating? I graduated high school like 5 or 6 years ago. Fuck, I don't even remember. I'm so old. Life is not bad. Obviously, like not long after I graduated high school, I really missed it. But let's be honest, I missed the social life of high school, not so much the work. Friends come and go. Some, unfortunately, I have lost contact with some really good friends, unfortunately, which is sad. Ooh. I'm okay. But yeah, I mean, like, life is not bad. I got on with my life. I graduated high school. I started work immediately, and yeah, life's pretty good. The second part to that question is, what is your life now? Wait, no. Is your life you have now what you pictured? Like I said, I'm not the type of person to really plan my life. I just go with the flow. I didn't think I was gonna end up doing YouTube. I didn't think I was gonna end up having the job I have now. So it's not what I pictured, no. I didn't know what I was gonna be doing. Where have you and do you want to travel is the next question. I have traveled to quite a few places, obviously not out of Australia. I haven't gone international yet, but I know I will one day. I'll go through a couple. So I've been to Yalara, which is like in the middle of Australia. It's where Ayers Rock is. I've been to like Newcastle and Sydney and Port Macquarie. They're not like really big places. I ended up going to Thredbo a couple of years ago as well, which is where the snow is. But I haven't been anywhere like big. I've just been around Australia. Places where I would like to travel, my main place is Paris. That is the biggest place I've ever wanted to go to since I was super little. I would like to go to America maybe one day, purely for the fact that I just think it's beautiful in particular areas, especially California. I really want to go to California. And then the next place would be Japan. So I love Japan for the fashion and the makeup. So that is somewhere where I would really like to go one day. I knew this question was gonna get asked. Do you want kids and how many? Hi Jake, I don't know if you're gonna be watching this. I come from a family with lots and lots of kids. So lots and lots of kids for me, I'm like terrified of. I do not want lots of kids. Probably 1 or 2. So I'm already an only child. So being an only child for me personally was not bad whatsoever. A lot of people say to me, oh, don't you get sad because you don't have anyone to talk to? And I'm like, well, I do, I have my parents. So maybe 1 or 2. I don't think I would be able to handle any more than 2 kids. I think Jake's on the same page as well, I hope. Okay, so the second last question will be reflecting on past life. What have you learned and what do you regret? What do you love? Oh my God. Okay, so what have you learned? I have learned a lot over the last couple of years. I've learned to no longer judge people. Not that I ever really did, but I always had like, you know, those few voices in the back of my head saying, but now I've basically learned to not judge people and try and see it from their point of view, or just to not say anything at all. Obviously everyone is different. We're all gonna live different lives. So I've learned to not judge whatsoever. I've also learned to shut my mouth. So I still sort of am a very outspoken person, and I will state my opinion and I'll say what I have to say. But I have learned there are times when you just don't, and you just shut up. What do you regret? Oh my gosh, what do I regret? I've always said to myself, don't have any regrets in life, because everything happens for a reason. You do everything for a reason. I think there is one regret that is very, very personal to me, and that is basically like not having a particular friend in my life anymore, which there are reasons behind it, which are really, really sad, unfortunately. But that would be my biggest regret of my life, pretty much, of just not having that one particular friend in my life anymore. And like still to this day, it makes me so upset. And like I'm literally trying so hard right now not to cry. But that would pretty much be my only regret. Okay, so moving on to advice to your younger self. I see a lot of YouTubers get this question, and some of their answers are really good, but also very repetitive, and I feel like it's going to be the same for everyone. I would probably say take school a lot more seriously. Not that I did bad in school, but there were times where I definitely could have done a whole lot better. I never failed. I didn't fail school or anything like that. I passed pretty much every subject, but I could have done better. I could have focused a lot more. Standing up for myself as well would have been another really, really big thing for me. In high school, I did not stand up for myself. Unfortunately, I was actually bullied by teachers, or teacher, and I never said anything. I just kind of cried. So I wish I stood up for myself a whole lot more. I was bullied in high school a lot. I had some terrible things said about me, and I actually never found out until I left high school. I was like, why would people say these particular things? And I'm sure those people to this day will probably be watching this video, and you know who you are. And I honestly wish I just stood up to you, and I wish I said something, because the things that were said were just awful and so untrue. Okay, so the last question I have for today is, what camera do you use for your YouTube? So I always list this in the description of my videos, and I use the Canon EOS 70D. This is actually my partner's camera. We got it together, but he was actually starting a photography business a long time ago, and then he just kind of got over that. Now I use it for my YouTube. We do share it. He obviously takes it whenever he needs it, and then I just use it for my filming, but it's honestly a fantastic camera. I would not recommend getting this camera though if you are starting YouTube. The camera that we have and everything else that we got with it, I think it was like 3 or 4 grand or something like that. It was so expensive. I said in my, starting a YouTube channel video that I uploaded ages ago, you can just use your phone or, just another random camera that you might have lying around the house. Don't spend $4,000 or whatever we did just starting YouTube, because it may not work out for you, and then you're left with a super expensive camera or debt. So just saying. But it is a really freaking good camera. If you have the money and you are able to just go and splash that around, definitely get this type of camera. It's fantastic. It is so easy to use, and I am done with cameras. I am awful. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. That was a pretty good Q&A for my first one. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I'll be sure to do another one. Hopefully next time we'll make it more juicy and more interesting, but for my first one, I really, really enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you leave today, guys. But until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!